Today, we got the youngest team in NHL 23 versus the oldest team in NHL 23. The young team is going to be comprised of players 27 years and younger, while the older players, they're going to be comprised of a team that's 28 years and older. I'm going to put these two teams through 3 challenges. The first is a 5-round shootout, the second is going to be a season simulation and see if they can go ahead and win a Stanley Cup, and the final portion of the video is going to be a matchup between these two teams to see who can come out on top and win a Stanley Cup. So we're going to start off with a shootout, and we got the Yukon Youngins taking on the Oakland Old Heads. Between these two teams, we have the NHL's best, so it's going to be a great matchup. Sid the Kid's going to start off for the Old Heads, and it's a fantastic start. He's going to get a beauty backhand in the back of the net, and he's putting them up early. Austin Matthews is going to start off for the Youngins, but he's not going to be able to respond as Vasilevsky's making the save. Up next for the Old Heads is Johnny Gaudreau. He's going to be stick handling a bit too much, and Shesterkin's getting a poke check off here to stop the puck. Here comes another Toronto Maple Leaf, and Mitch Marner. He's coming in, but he's going to have a different result than Austin Matthews as he's putting this one in the back of the net short side. Jonathan Huberdeau is going to have a fantastic chance to respond, but Shesterkin, he's coming up big, making a massive save. Kirill Kaprizov's up next, and he's looking to give the Youngins their first lead, but he's going to be stopped by Vasilevsky while he's going far side. With only 2 rounds left in the show, Kucherov's going to try to get something started here, but he's going to be stopped by Shesterkin. While Cale Makar's putting the Youngins on his back, he's going to deke out Vasilevsky, and he's going to put a backhander in the net, putting the Old Heads on the brink of elimination. Artemi Panarin could potentially be our final shooter here, but he's not going to be. He's going to deke out Shesterkin, he's going to put this one in the back of the net, and that's going to give Connor McDavid a chance to end it. Connor McDavid's heading in with some incredibly fast stick handling, but it's not fast enough. He's not going to beat Vasilevsky, so we're headed to his sudden death shootout. Up first for the Old Heads is Patrick Kane, and he's looking to get fancy. He's going in between the legs, but Shesterkin's making the stop. And David Pastrnak, he wants to get fancy like Patrick Kane did. He's going for the one-handed tuck, but this one's going to end up on the goal line, and it's not in the back of the net. Heading into the 6th round, Alexander Ovechkin's up next, and I'm going to keep it a stack. What was this, my guy? That was terrible. Leon Draisaitl is going to have a chance to end it, but it's going to be a similar result to the Old Heads as the goalie's coming up big. The fantastic goaltending continues as Shesterkin's making a great save on Marchand, and then at the other end, we're going to have Vasilevsky shutting down Nathan MacKinnon. Okay, we're in the 9th round here. Is anyone going to score? Malkin's getting stopped. Mikko Rantanen, he's going to have a chance to end it, but similar to Malkin, he's also getting stopped. I'm convinced this is going on forever, but maybe not because Stamkos is coming in on a wide angle. He's got Shesterkin going the wrong way, and he's able to tuck one in the back of the net, and that's putting the Youngins on the brink of elimination. And with the Youngins on the brink of elimination, Adam Fox is going to go in. He's going to try to go high glove side on Vasilevsky, but he's making the stop, and the Old Heads are taking the first challenge. For the second challenge, we're going to simulate one season with each team and see how they do. Of course, the Old Heads are going to be led by Sid the Kid. That shouldn't be a surprise. Leading the defense is going to be Roman Josi and Victor Hedman, and in between the pipes, we got Vasilevsky and Halbach, so you know this team's picking up a bunch of wins. Also, before I get into simulating the season, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to pass the St. Louis Blues in YouTube subscribers. Of course, the greatest franchise of all time, and I can't do that if you don't subscribe, especially if you're part of the 76% of people that aren't subscribed. So what are you doing? Subscribe right now, turn notifications on, and let's pass the Blues, the greatest franchise of all time. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact. Approximately halfway through the season, this team's looking great with a 34-5 record, and of course, they're first in the entire league. While Nikita Kucherov, he's currently leading the way with 17 goals and 23 helpers for 40 points. Taking a look at the goaltending numbers, it should be no surprise Vasilevsky's looking incredible. 27 wins with 2 shouts, a .910 save percentage, and 220 goals against. Keep up this production, and you're probably breaking the win record. And that's exactly what's happening as the Oakland Old Heads are going to finish with a 65-13-4 record, and they're first in the entire league, breaking the all-time win record. The scoring on this team was incredibly tight, with Nikita Kucherov leading the way alongside Patrick Kane with 79 apiece. While Vasilevsky, he held it down in net. That shouldn't really be a surprise. He's picking up 50 wins with a .912 save percentage and a .230 goals against. Looking at the entire league, Alexander Ovechkin from the Washington Capitals is actually leading the way. 66 goals and 36 assists for 102 points, while Vasilevsky, he's leading all goaltenders in wins. That shouldn't be a shocker. Entering the postseason, the Oakland Old Heads are going to be taking on the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round, but Vegas isn't going to be putting up too much of a fight as we're taking them down in a clean sweep. So with Vegas dealt with, now we got the Dallas Stars in the second round, and Dallas, they're going to put up a slightly bigger fight, but we're still taking them down in 5 games. So here we are in the conference finals. We got the Calgary Flames up next, and we're 4 games away from reaching the Stanley Cup final. And honestly, I'm expecting this team to finish it off. Although Calgary is taking game 1, they're going to be no match for the Oakland Old Heads, and we're taking them down a 5-game series, and now we're in the Stanley Cup final. We got the Washington Capitals, and unless Ovi's going to be averaging 4 goals a game, I don't see this team taking us down. And it should be no surprise that in the Stanley Cup final, we're going to have our toughest matchup yet, but that's not going to stop us. We're taking them down in 6 games, and the Oakland Old Heads, they're Stanley Cup champions. Sid the Kid, he's going to be leading the way with 10 goals and 11 assists for 21 points in 20 games, while Alexander Ovechkin from the Washington Capitals, he's actually going to lead all goal scorers with 24 points in 21 games. And Vasilevsky, we knew you were going to be the guy in net. 16 wins with a .937 save percentage and a 179 goals against. Now it's time to see what the Youngins can do. Taking a look at this young players team, they're looking absolutely elite. Connor McDavid, of course, he's going to be leading the way, but on the second line, you got Austin Matthews and Nathan MacKinnon. Yeah, this team's got a ton of depth. Leading the defense, it might not be as strong as the Old Heads, but it's still looking pretty solid with Rasmus Dahlin and Cale Makar leading the way, while in between the pipes, we got Shesterkin and Sorokin, the 2 boys from New York, I know they can hold it down for us. At the halfway point, the Youngins aren't looking as well as the Old Heads as they're sitting with a 31-6-2 record. Connor McDavid, he's leading the way with 18 goals and 24 assists for 42 points, while Shesterkin, he's doing his thing between the pipes. 21 wins, a .913 save percentage, and 243 goals against. Keep doing your thing, my guy. When the season came to an end, ironically, the Youngins are finishing with an identical record to the Old Heads, 65-13-4. Like, literally identical. There's no difference in this. Not only is Leon Draisaitl going to be leading the team, but he's actually leading the entire league in points with 108, consisting of 45 goals and 63 assists, while Shesterkin, he's going to lead all goaltenders in wins with 47, while posting a .909 save percentage and 242 goals against. So it's looking like we're going to have a slightly different matchup than the Old Heads, but we still got us a good one. We're taking on the San Jose Sharks in the first round. How did this team make it to the playoffs? This is the current San Jose Sharks team. That doesn't make any sense. And since it's the current San Jose Sharks team, we're making quick work of them, taking them down in 4 games, including 3 shutouts. This team scored 1 goal against us in 4 games. That's tough. That's real tough. But in the second round, we're going to have our hands full as we got the Colorado Avalanche. But Colorado's not going to put up a fight against us. I'm very surprised at that. We're taking them down in 5 games, and here we are in the conference finals. We got the other team from Alberta and the Edmonton Oilers, and over in the conference final, it's Boston versus Washington once again. Edmonton might be putting up a bigger fight, but we're still going to be taking them down 6 games, including another shutout. So here we are, the Stanley Cup final. This time around, we got the Boston Bruins instead of the Washington Capitals. Let's see if this team can come out on top. And that's exactly what the Youngins are doing. They're taking the Boston Bruins down in 4 games, and that's going to be a clean sweep for the Stanley Cup. Nathan McKinnon, you did your thing for this team. 11 goals and 11 assists for 22 points, leading the way. While Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers, I guess you're okay. 13 goals and 11 assists for 24 points in 18 games. Not too much more they can ask from you. While Igor Shesterkin, incredible numbers, my guy. 16 wins, 4 shouts, a .937 save percentage, and a 177 goals against. You definitely earned a point for your team. The Old Heads, they might have taken the shootout, but the Youngins are responding with a better season. And the only reason they had a better season, although they had the exact same regular season record and both won a Stanley Cup, the Youngins actually won the Stanley Cup in 1 less game. So they're going to get the point for it. So now it's the matchup everyone's been waiting for. The Yukon Youngins, they're going to be taking on the Oakland Old Heads. This is going to be a good matchup between young and old, and now we can finally find out who's better. The Youngins are looking to get on the board early as Austin Matthews is going to bring the puck into the zone. He's going to dish over Kirill Kaprizov, who's going to stutter for a bit. He's going to get a shot off here, but Austin Matthews is just going to be inches away from the rebound, and he almost put the Youngins on the board early. And the Young Guns continue to push. Kirill Kaprizov is going to dish over to Nathan McKinnon, who's being the defenseman, but he's not able to get a good shot off. Halfway through the period, the Old Heads are finally getting a good chance. Drew Doughty's going to bring the puck in. He's dishing it over to Malkin, but Malkin, he's getting an incredibly weak shot off here. I think if we got a bit of power behind that, he would have put the Old Heads on the board. And it looks like Oakland's going to show their experience here. They're going to run a play right off the face-off. John Carlson, he's going to dish it to the man in front, and he's giving Panarin a fantastic chance in front of the net, but he's not going to be able to bury that one. And speaking of great chances, with a minute left in the period, Tage Thompson's bringing the puck into the zone. He's going to get checked, but Mitch Marner's going to pick up the puck, and he's going to dish it to the man in front. And with a chance at a wide open backhand, Vasilevsky's going to make a fantastic poke check, and he's keeping the game tied at 0. With just seconds left in the period, Morgan Riley, he's going to throw a shot on net, and Shesterkin, he's making an incredible stick save. At first, I thought he got this with his blocker. Nah, he got that straight with his paddle. With the first period in the books, it's been a defensive game this entire way. The Youngins, they got 8 shots to the Old Head 7. We're tied in hits at 5, and that time on attack, that just shows you how great the defense has been so far. We're finally seeing a bit of action 4 minutes into the second period, and Connor McDavid, what are you doing, my guy? Just what are you doing? But McDavid might have had something in mind, because just seconds later, Nathan McKinnon's going to intercept the pass, and he's dishing it to McDavid, who's going to give it to Kirill Kaprizov, and now he's got a breakaway. And Kirill, he's not going to mess this one up. He's going for the backhand, beating Vasilevsky, and he's putting the Youngins on the board 5 minutes into the second period. And right off the faceoff, the Youngins are done. Kirill Kaprizov, he's going to dish over to Austin Matthews, who could have teed this one up, but instead he's going to stutter for a second, and he's going to have the shot blocked. We're halfway through the second period, and the Old Heads have not done anything this period, but Steven Stamkos is going to change that. He's going to get a shot on net here, and it's going off the crossbar. This was a great chance for the team. Too bad it's not ending in the back of the net. Morgan Riley decided it's time to put his body on the line for the team. He's going to dish a pass over to Brad Marchand, but he's going to get absolutely rocked in the process. And Marchand, he's going to draw a penalty here. Somehow this is an interference call. This penalty right here is interference. Not gonna lie, that's a soft call in Game 7 of a Stanley Cup final. On the ensuing power play, the Old Heads are getting a fantastic chance. Panarin's gonna throw a weak shot on net, but he's gonna get his own rebound. But Shesterkin, an incredible save. He's keeping the Youngins up 1-0, and the Old Heads cannot beat this man. And with time winding down the second period, the Youngins continue to control the game, and they're headed into the third period with a 1-goal lead. Comparing the two teams right now, it's actually been a fairly close game. Time on attack, almost identical. The passing percentages, they're both looking great. Total shots, 9-14. We got us a close game here. So Oakland knows they gotta spark something. Crosby, he's gonna be getting the puck in the slot. He's gonna tee one up, but once again, they just can't seem to beat Shesterkin. With the Youngins looking to expand their lead, Nathan McKinnon, he's looking to the man in front of the net, but Drew Doughty, he's breaking that play up. He's not going to allow any easy goals out here. The Youngins continue to dominate the period. Fox is dishing it over to Barkov. He's going to get a great chance, but Vasilevsky, he's going to continue to make those types of saves. And if the Old Heads want a chance, Vasilevsky has to continue to bail this team out. Mitch Marner's going to dish over to Adam Fox, who's giving it to Kachuk. A quick one-timer, but Vasilevsky, he's going to make a nice blocker save. Halfway through the period, this is the best opportunity that the old players have gotten, and Shesterkin, that's going to be an easy save for him. These boys got to spark something. And with the way these young players are playing, I don't see how the old players are going to be able to stop them. They're playing fantastic defense, and they're not allowing anything easy. Not only are they playing fantastic defense, but they're getting fantastic chances. Austin Matthews almost had an easy goal here, but Vasilevsky continuing to bail the team out. They got to give this man a bit of support on the offensive end. Kirill Kaprizov, you could have had a fantastic chance to ice this game. You had the defenseman going the other way, but you decided to give the puck up. My guy, you got to shoot that. You got to be a bit selfish on this team. I'm just going to keep it 100. But that chance Kirill Kaprizov's passing up on is going to hurt this team, because with 17 seconds left in the game, Connor McDavid, he's going to bury the empty netter, and just like that, the Youngins are taking down the Old Heads 2-0. And with this win, the Youngins are going to take the old players down 2 challenges to 1, and they're the champs.